people recently and seeing more and more play, you guys took a totally new twist to it, and you also switched how all the leaders now work for Nilfgaard, which is super interesting. Yes. But I want you to get into it.
Yes, so
tell me more.
The leaders for Nilfgaard all have different abilities. Well, one of them is kind of similar, but we'll talk about this. So Morvran is revealing up to 3 cards from either player's hand, right? And you've still got your mangonels, which work as they used to.
Fire. Boom.
But a new unit is the Erlen foot soldiers, right? And this is a new unit, and what they do is that when they are revealed in the hand, you play the card and draw a new card instead. And this is another thing that we've introduced. We've introduced ways for each faction to be able to cycle through their deck and to cycle cards, right? And each one of the factions does it in their own way. In terms of Scoia'tael, it's Mulligan. In terms of Nilfgaard, it's revealing cards, right? So
yeah, you kind of shine more light into reveal, which is really cool.
Yes.
I remember this unit being somewhere in the game, but just being a base power card with not much ability attached to it. And now it has super unique ability. And yeah, a lot of people in the studio are saying that they like this premium. It's really cool. They're just walking down the hill, foot soldiers chilling, and they're out. And then you see him come back again. And you can watch this as an infinite loop if you want.
If you need to relax, it's a really good one.
Yeah, it's a really good one. They're so peaceful. Of course, we have the spotters. So
the spotters, they're similar as they were, but we can show the premium cards.
Yeah, I like how he's looking like he's kind of reaching out. It's really cool. Yeah, but of course, if you're playing reveal, you need spotters.
We have a lot of cards now that work with the reveal archetype. The alchemist, for instance, works really well with the Dalian foot soldiers. He lets you choose a card and reveal it, right? So you can choose directly select your foot soldier, play him, and basically cycle that card, and you get a new one.
If we could see Sarah, I really like the premium. He's next. Ouch. That had to hurt.
Yeah, I really love how he doesn't look. He looks away.
Yeah, and the thing I noticed is like you see his eyes and they glow since he's a Witcher, which is super cool. Yeah. And it's the little details here with the cards. And he also now has this ability that works with reveal.
Yes. So this is a really good card. So you reveal a card, right, and you select it, and then you set it to 1. And this is a card that's still in the opponent's hand. But there are cards that really work well with this. For instance, if you look at Cynthia's new ability, it reveals the highest unit in your opponent's hand, and it boosts itself by the revealed unit's powers. But this means that Cynthia can be played immediately into Seret. So you play Cynthia, it reveals the highest card in the opponent's deck, and then you play Seret and set it to 1. Yeah. Right?
Seret gets to work on that card, let's say.
The bad thing is if the card you reveal is a gold card. Of course, Seret does not affect gold cards, unless it says otherwise, like it says on Cynthia's ability where it says including golds, right?
Exactly. Which is really cool because you don't have unnecessary wording, which you really don't need. Okay,
Treason is
treason. As you see, this guy is really liking the money, let's say, salivating all over. It's a totally new ability. It used to be different. It used to take one of the unloyal cards on your side and give a boost to it, and now it's something totally different. If you could talk about this card and the synergy it has, because we actually have a nice combo.
There's a nice combo here, yeah. So treason is playing the bottom card for an opponent's deck, and Nilfgaard is all about messing with your opponent, messing with your opponent's deck, and this is
making
one way
life
that treason
harder.
Really, exactly.
Shout out to Mogwai, the Nilfgaard player. And here's the
combo. So Xarthisius looks at the top 3 cards, and you select one and put them at the bottom. So if you say play Xarthisius, you look at the top 3 cards, put one in the bottom, and follow it up with treason. You can play it for yourself.
Exactly. Okay, let's show the new card.
The new card.
A lot of people are anticipating this guy to show up sooner or later. He's not very liked by all the people who read the novels. You don't like him. Leo Bonehart, there we go. There he is. There's his premium. That guy looks super frightened. I'm not surprised because the guy is scary. Trust me,
he is really intimidating. That sort of.
Yeah, he's like, twitch. Yeah. what does he do now?
So what he does is you reveal a unit in your hand. You can choose the unit, and then you damage an enemy unit by the revealed unit's power.
And this is including golds, which is super powerful.
So you can choose the card you want to reveal. You can, if you like, use it with them, but probably a better way to use them is to reveal your buffed up spotter.
Or Xartisius, which is a 10.
Yes, or that's why there's also the Guardian here, which is another 10. So this deck has a lot of these 10 so that you can deal 10 damage and then follow it up with the play of the Guardian.
And it's great because your opponent might have a plan for the game and you just stop that plan because that card is not even played and you already have something to counter it. So which is super crazy. That's the Guardian.
The Guardian is also and it also works with what you just said, right? With the messing with the opponent's deck, for instance. So this one on Death Wish. Death Wish is when it is killed, right? When it goes to the grave. Again, we have. When destroyed, it spawns 2 lesser guardians on the top of your opponent's deck. So you can play it, round 1 to make the next mulligan just 2 lesser guardians. Or if you're playing against Nilfgaard and your opponent has played Stefan to put a card on top, you can play this, and that will cover it up with 2 of these, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting new strategy that you put into the game, which is really cool. Well, I see a lot of people writing that this is OP. Now you have to play it and test it to see. And now all the factions look pretty well. I know you guys are still working on the design and on the balance, which is awesome. Yeah. But already the shell that we have here and what we were seeing is looking like super great. Great.
And of course, Nilfgaard has very specific, very, very, very unique abilities, which always look kind of strange and kind of really powerful. But they're really balanced and they really create some really cool play with.
Shout out to Maciek Ostry, who's kind of the mastermind behind Nilfgaard, and he comes up with these weird new abilities. Interesting character for sure. We can show Swears.
Swears has changed a little bit. Yes, it's actually. I think it's a little better. You can choose revealed units in the opponent's hand as well, not only cards that are already in play, so this is only revealed ones, of course, but you can target directly the opponent's hand. And what's cool about him is that we've made him so that he displays the cards that he's going to discard, and you can choose how many you want to discard, right? You can discard up to whatever is left there, not all of them. And this makes it easier so that you don't have to actually look into the graveyard to see if it worked or not. It makes it easier for the player to know what has been discarded, what worked, what was Swears' effect. So I think he just became, of course the ability is the same, but it just became a lot more flexible.
Yeah, if you could show Ka here, no Nilfgaardian, there he is. The sound effects are a bit crazy.
It really changes when you look at the premium cards with headphones on and you actually view all of them one by one with the sound effects.
That's what I did a couple days ago. I was like, whoa! His ability works the same, but it has new wording. Like we said, we reworked how the wording is, and with the tags, and now the specific words, they're also explained. So I think it should be a lot easier to understand what the card is doing.
Kahir is always a very versatile card. It's one of those creative cards, right? It's one of those things that let you do things that you really want to do.
Exactly.
Especially with the new abilities of the leaders.
Yeah, exactly. What does Murvran now do? Because he works now with revealing, right?
He works with revealing, and we can also take a look perhaps at the other leaders here that we have for Nilfgaard. And we've got Emir.
Yeah.
So Emir is really cool. He's basically a better decoy. And what he does is that he chooses an ally that is on the board. You return to your hand, and you play a different card instead. You can play the same one if you want, but you can choose to play a different one, so you can swap them around. Yeah. And John Calvate is doing previous ability that was previously here, which is the look at the top 3 cards, play one and place the others back. This is a very powerful ability already. It's already in the game, and it was working well, so it's still there because it's very nice and also creative in terms of how you play it.
Yeah, if you could show the summoning circle that's in
this is one of my new favorites.
Yeah, this is a crazy one. I don't know who came up with the design for this, but I really like it, and you can really change the tide of a match by just playing this card. And what was the idea behind it? Can you shed some light into it? Yeah,
well, the basic concept here is that your opponent plays a card, and you play this, and you play it as well. This is basically what it does. It spawns a copy of the last card played by your opponent, but it works really well in the reveal deck because you can reveal cards in your opponent's deck. For instance, you're playing against Skelligan, you see that he's playing Priestesses of Freya, right? You have a revealed Priestess of Freya, you say, okay, I'm going to keep the summoning circle back in my hand. They play Priestess of Freya. you resurrect your own unit, right?
Yeah.
And this can allow a lot of different things and a lot of
Yeah, it gives it really cool strategies and things to play around with, which is awesome. I really like this card, and for me it always worked. So yeah.
I really like that one. This one and Becker's Twisted Mirror together are quite fun.
Oh, that sounds like a crazy combo, like maybe too crazy for me. We have Joachim there, I think. No, that's Vatier. Sorry, Vatier. What does?
He's also working with reveal.
Yeah, so he works the same as he used to, as far as I remember.
You reveal up to 2 cards from your hand. For each revealed card, reveal 1 from your opponent's hand. And this again works with the mangonels. So there's a lot of more things to fuel. Basically, you've got Leo Bonhart, who's fueling the reveal. You've got, of course, more Vran with Kahir, who's doing a lot more. You've got the Alchemists, and we also have the other units. For instance, we have a new Trebuchet type unit, which when revealed shoots and then shoots again when you play it.
Yeah. Trebuchet.
The Fire Scorpion actually is doing this.
The Fire Scorpion, but here the Mangonels are the ones that have always been with the reveal.
Yes, these are the same.
With the reveal archetype. Here's the premium, and I like that they're shooting at that castle constantly. Yeah, it's really cool. But also the scenery here in the foreground, let's say, is like super peaceful.
Yeah.
But in the background, you see Havoc. Yeah, it's cool that you.
I love that you can. I love doing this.
Yeah.
It just makes them pop out a little bit more.
Exactly.
Really
Moving on.
Yeah.
I think we covered everything that we wanted
we pretty
to
much
cover here.
covered all of this.
Showing the premiums. Yeah. All right.
And we covered the leaders too.
Yes, we covered the leaders.
Move on.
Super nice.